Well, I bit the bullet. I said I wasn't gonna get it. I was gonna wait for the race win version, but I decided, you know what? It was just there. I'll get it. All right, but what's going on, you guys? My name is Spidey64. I got to do more intros like that. Welcome back, everybody, to once again to yet another NASCAR 164 scale diecast review. And here it is, 164 scale diecast review. We are going to be here today, folks, to have a look at and review here today at Shane Van Gisbergen, yes, SVG's number 97 Red Bull Chevrolet. That, of course, obviously, he is running in the 2026 NASCAR Cup Series season. So with that being said, let's go ahead and let's have a quick look here at the box. Nothing too different than normal. There you go. And here is a look at the diecast itself. So, okay, in the intro, and I do think I maybe have said this already before, but originally I was not going to pick up this diecast right here. I wanted to wait for the race win version. However, though, I just sort of decided that at this point, you know what, I'm just like, plus here's the thing was that I originally didn't get it because, this alongside the Connor Zilisch Red Bull car, both of them actually basically sold out on Circle B diecast. So I'm just like, well, can't get it because it's sold out. But they were able to restock on Circle B diecast and any of the other diecast retailers. I'm pretty sure Circle B diecast already has this car in stock and all that good stuff. And plus, honestly, I wanted to get a Shane Van Gisbergen car anyway, just because I've been, you know what, as a Ross Chastain fan, it's been a little bit depressing as a Chastain fan and all that such. And you know what? At this point, I'm just like, you know what? SVGs are really our only hope at Trackhouse Racing. Of course, SVG getting a couple top 10s and got a top 5 this last weekend at Wilkesboro and all that such. So, yeah. I mean, Chastain is still my guy, by the way. I'm not saying I'm going to switch up to SVG. But point of the matter is, though, take a closer look, though, at the car itself right here. So, this is, of course, obviously, is SVG's normal primary Red Bull scheme. Now, fun fact, SVG, as far as I'm concerned, he has only run this car 2 times. He ran it earlier this year at the Echo Park Speedway, where I think he spun out, I think, in that race, and then still able to finish in the top 10. And then, of course, obviously, we all know he won this car at Sonoma. Again, I guess at this point, I was just like, nah, I'm not going to wait for the Sonoma race win. And plus, honestly, I can get that car later on and all that such. And plus, I would still have this Red Bull car. And he also ran the alternative Red Bull car at San Diego, which unfortunately got caught up in a wreck that Austin Hill created. And of course, these two have had some beef with each other. But taking a closer look, though, at the car itself here, I got to say, this diecast is already better than the Connor Zilisch one. I'm just going to say this right off the bat. I think it's really mostly because the paint scheme, or at least the swooshes on the side here, match. I think very much match the paint scheme just a heck of a lot more better. The Connor Zilisch one has like a blue gradient going across, but this one just has the red gradient, and I just think it just looks so much better. I don't know what it is. It just has that, yeah, I don't know. It just looks really cool in my opinion and such. Like, it just looks so much better. Plus, the quality on this diecast right here is just so much better than the Zilisch one. I know we talked about how, and again, I jokingly said that, hey, the Connor Zilisch one, basically, we're gonna have a look at these two cars side by side in a minute. But that car, Jesus, it looks like that car has been in, yeah, 5 of the has been in wrecks the last couple of weeks. That's basically been a Connor Zilisch's season in a nutshell. So there you go. But really cool looking car right here. Now, there are a couple of some QC issues. You do have some scratches here. I wonder if that's from Austin Hill trying to get into SVG, but I don't know. But overall, though, I mean, the quality on this car is just kind of got this weird indent down there. I don't think that's on the other Chevy bodies. I could be wrong about that. I'll have to kind of compare this one to any future ones I get here, but Let's not waste any more time, though, and let's just, that's weird. It's like some kind of chip down there. It's like the paint's chipping off. Okay, that's weird. Okay, but let's not waste any more time. Let's just get down to the sponsors here. On the windshield banner, it does say Chevy and Van Gisbergen. On the hood, you got Red Bull, WeatherTech.com. WeatherTech.com, of course, obviously, they were originally supposed to sponsor SVG the majority of the season. I think the way it was supposed to go was that SVG was going to be sponsored by then the whole season, but then WeatherTech then decided, no, we don't want to do that even after he won you, like, what, 3 races in the WeatherTech car? Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me. I know people like to complain about NASCAR's business model, the sponsors are leaving and all that stuff. Like, how does it make sense that you win with a sponsor, but then they just still end up leaving? Now, they did sponsor SVG for a couple races this year, but not even at any of the road courses. So it's like, what the F, man? So, like, what the hell? And I don't even think they're offering the clean version of that scheme anyway. The only way it would have gotten offered is only if SVG won, which I think would have been pretty cool. Anyways, I got number 97. You got Sonunco. Trackhouse right there. I got Sonunco. The red gradient goes across the side here. NASCAR Cup Series. Got the 97 with that really cool looking chrome aligned, or that really cool looking chrome number right there. Anyways, I got SVG right there with the New Zealand flag. You got the big old bowl on the side. Chevrolet 97 Red Bull, or gives you wings. Chevrolet gives you wings with the 2 Red Bulls back there. Now, one thing I will complain about, or I will say, though, about this car is that this car right here, and I do not know what it is. I literally do not know if this is because what happened here was, I don't know if this means, like, this car or this paint scheme was made earlier in advance. But you can tell there are really no contingency sponsors at all. You don't got Superfly, which I think they came on the week after. They came on the week before the Daytona 500. But you don't have any of those sponsors. You don't got Wendy's. You don't got Safety Culture. You don't really got anything. So it just kind of makes this car look so weird. It kind of is like a bit of a show car almost in a way. So I don't know. That's kind of weird. You got the gas cap ring that says Trackhouse with the Red Bull stickers, and you got, yeah, I already talked about that. You got give you wings right there. Red Bull 97 Chevrolet ZL1. Kind of funny they still have the ZL1 logo. It's the same stuff on the other side. Again, the car just looks so weird with no contingency sponsors. But I guess, hey, Red Bull had decided that, hey, we wanted to be the main attraction of this video, so I guess that's what they were kind of going for. And there's underneath look at the car if you wanted to see that. By the way, also this has the double shark fin at the same time as well, because this was ran at Echo Park Speedway, so I do know why they did run it like that. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and do it at this side right here. We really kind of do the thumbnail pick on this side right here, but with that really kind of being said, though, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Overall, really cool diecast, you know, again, really neat looking car here. Again, I do think that this is better than the Zilich one because this one just has less quality control issues. Actually, I didn't, before I was almost about to end the video and do my monologue. Let's go ahead and compare the Connor Zilich one, and yeah, of course, like I said, they are very similar, but this one just has a lot of QC issues. But then, of course, you go down the side here, and yeah, look at that. You got differences on the side there. And this one also has the contingency sponsors at least. So that right there is just very weird. I don't know. I really don't understand that. Like, this one has jockey, choice privileges, and, well, not even Wendy's. Wow. But yeah, that's kind of strange. I mean, hell, the Ross Chastain one has, the Chastain one does have the contingency sponsors, but okay, whatever. All right, let's go ahead and get into my little monologue right here at the end. Overall, really cool looking diecast right here. Again, I just think that this one's just far more better than the Zilich one, in my honest opinion. If any of you can get this diecast, get it while you can, because I'm pretty sure the primary scheme, the clean version, is already very rare from last year. Same thing with the Connor Zilic one. I have that in its box, so that's also something worth pointing out. But overall, though, yeah, once again, really cool looking car right here. Of course, obviously, also just want to point out, we got some cool diecast reviews coming up here very soon. There's a big old shipment report. I know there's like a Jimmy Johnson truck. There's like Brandon Bull diecast coming out, and there's like I won't be probably getting those cars right away. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be getting. There's a one shipment that has a KFB car, and then also like the Bubba Wallace Hardy's car, and then Cole Custer's car as well. So yeah, we're going to be continuing on and doing these Cup Series reviews. Kind of weird that we're all doing this, and none of them are race wins. Don't worry, the race win reviews will come back. It's just that, well, we're in a bit of a weird spot here. But with that being said, though, guys, thank you all so much for watching this one, and I will catch all of you in the next video. See you all later.